Hey everybody, so we're heading out right now on a python survey. So we're gonna head out into the Everglades and see if we can find any invasive Burmese pythons and try to get them out of here since they're so detrimental to our native wildlife. And with me, I've got my friend Jenna. Say hi, Jenna.
Hi guys.
So she's coming out and she is a very experienced wildlife biologist, and so we're gonna go out here and see if we can find some cool animals, hopefully remove a python or two along the way. And if we can, we're also gonna see if we can see any cool native wildlife out here too. So should be an adventure, should be fun. So the technique we're using is called road cruising, where we drive up and down these back roads and levees and watch for animals crossing the road. Now we also hang out of the car with flashlights and we shine up in the trees, we shine into the water and on the edges of the habitat looking for wildlife. Hey guys, so we're out here looking for pythons, but check this out. We just encountered this coral snake in the road. And so this is the venomous coral snake, and it is a beautiful, beautiful animal. I mean, just so gorgeous, but they do have that aposematic coloration. The bright colors is actually beautiful, but a warning. And that's a warning to the venom, the toxicity. Coral snakes have a neurotoxic venom. They're in the Elapidae family, so his cousins are things like sea snakes, cobras, mambas, things like that, okay? But as you can see, completely unaggressive. Basically, the only way to get bit by a coral snake is if you mess with it, okay? So which can happen accidentally if somebody were to step on it, but almost all coral snake bites happen because the person is grabbing the coral snake, you know? And so they actually have the most toxic venom drop for drop in the US, but they are the least likely to bite anybody because, again, really the only way to get bit by this thing is if you mess with it. So even though right now I'm crouched down relatively close to it, as long as I'm not touching it, I'm not offending it in any way, in no way do they ever attack. They only bite defensively. Now, another thing about the bite though, you'll hear this a lot where people say, oh, well, they're rear-fanged, and the only way they can envenomate is if they get you between your fingers or if they chew. All of those things are myths. They are actually front-fanged, not rear-fanged. They do not have to chew, and they can bite right onto open flesh on your arm or something like that. And I actually have a skull of a coral snake where you can actually see the fangs. They are small, but they are in the front. And elapids are known for grabbing on and holding on, and they will chew the venom, but that is not required to inject a lethal dose. So these are also animals that are known to be sometimes quite docile, sometimes. So you'll see people, videos, you know, people of actually handling these things, just going between their fingers like, oh yeah, no, they're calm, they don't bite. Never, ever do that. Some are very calm. I have caught some that bite unexpectedly and repeatedly, so I always give these guys the utmost respect because, again, extremely toxic venom, and they're not aggressive at all, and that makes people kind of take advantage of them. You know, they don't respect the animal because of how calm they are without realizing how potentially utterly deadly these are if you treat them poorly. Alright guys, so we just ran across this snake, and it's another venomous snake native to South Florida. Really, really cool. So this is a pygmy rattlesnake. And as the name implies, as you can see, they're pretty small. They're a very small rattlesnake species, and this is actually an adult animal right here. And it's only like that big, you know? And so it's an adult animal, and as their name says too, they are a rattlesnake. They have a little tiny rattle, but you can barely hear it. It actually sounds like an insect. It's just like zzz, zzz. It just sounds like a bug out here. And they're really, really cool. They're one of my favorite species of snakes because they have an incredibly variable pattern, especially across their range. But even here locally, in a localized population in South Florida, you can see a great variability in their pattern and coloration. Some of them have very vibrant oranges. Other ones are darker. Some are very light. This one's a relatively light one. Really, really cool. Now, being a rattlesnake, yes, they are venomous, but this species is not known to be life-threatening typically. But this does not mean you shouldn't respect them. You know, you should absolutely respect them. Don't take them for granted. And this is the species that actually bites the most people. again, it doesn't cause fatalities, but as far as how many people get bit by a venomous snake, these things bite the most people because they're so small. People don't respect them. A lot of people try to grab one or mess with them, things like that, or kill one. Now, they are small. They're extremely lightning quick. And so if you were to try to grab them by the tail or something like that, they spin around, they bite so fast. So they're really, really quick in how they move and how they bite. This one is actually pretty darn calm. They are usually very, very twitchy, and they twitch a lot, they move a lot. This one is, well, he didn't like that movement actually, but this one's just kind of hanging out right now. But they are known for being a very twitchy, very kind of erratically moving snake. And looks like he's checking me out right now. What you doing, buddy? I think he's gonna try to exit this way. Where are you going, huh? He's trying to figure out what we are and what we're doing. But as you can see, not aggressive. They do get a reputation for being aggressive because they are very ready to strike in defense, but not to be aggressive. As you can see, I'm relatively close to this animal right now and is not making any moves towards me or to try to bite me. And it looks like he's gonna make his way right now, moving away. Now he also has a tick on his side. Whoop, he didn't like my hand. There he goes. But he's got a little tick on his side right there too. I wish I could help you out, buddy, but I don't think you're gonna let me take that off. But yeah, so he's leaving. I guess we'll just let him kind of go on his way. Very cool though. Hey, now we just need a water moccasin and an eastern diamondback, and we got all the venomous in South Florida. We continued our search, and we went up and down these back roads for hours, but we didn't find much else after that. We were pretty happy we found the coral snake and the pygmy rattlesnake. No pythons tonight, though, but we did find a couple beautiful corn snakes, such as this one right here in the road. We then made our way back home, but the night wasn't over yet. So, Jenna, what just happened to you?
I can't even speak.
Give us a little recap. What just happened?
There was a spider that crawled up my leg and it touched my hand.
And then you tried to get it off, and instead of rolling that way, it rolled under your butt, under the chair.
It went between my legs and under my seat, so I had to take my seatbelt off.
Your face is red. Oh my god, that was gold. I wish I had the camera rolling. That was amazing.
Everyone's fine.
So, anyways, guys, that wraps up this video and the night. We're heading back into civilization now, and we have tons of spiders all over the car, and a few of them inside the car, too.
They're literally everywhere, guys. They're all over the place. There's another one down there that's the little green guy.
Yeah, I have one rolling on my side. Alright, well, that's exciting, and hope everybody has a great night. We're going to have the rest of the car ride home finding things crawling up our legs.
Basically. It's gonna be a great time.
There we go.
It's gonna be a great time.
All right.